I just want to know, how many turnovers did we have in the fourth quarter? How many turnovers did we have in the fourth quarter? Crunch time. 5-minute, 5-point game, 4-point game, whatever it was. Huge Mike Scott turnover. Horrible pass. Raul Neto gets to the top of the key, gets double teamed. All he has to do is make a bounce pass underneath to Embiid. Tries to throw it over the top. Turnover. We get the game down to 1 point on a couple Joel Embiid free throws. And we come down the court and leave Bogdanovich wide open. He was more wide open on that play than he was ever wide open the entire game. The one play you want to stop the guy from shooting, you leave him wide open. And he hits a three to make it a 4-point game. Right? Now we come down the floor. We give the ball back to Joel Embiid. He makes another strong move to the basket. Fouls out Rudy Gobert. Fouls him out. Now the next time down the floor, who are you going to give the ball to? Who'd you give the ball to 2 plays in a row in crunch time to bring the game closer and fouled out Rudy Gobert? I'm going to give you a guess. The answer is Joel Embiid. But instead, Josh Richardson thinks, I'm going to drive the ball baseline here, jump in the air, and try to make a pass to nobody! And throws the ball away. Now they miss a free throw. It's what, a 6-point game? No, it's a 4-point game. If we make a 3 and foul, we could be within 3 points. 6.6 seconds on the clock. Who ends up with the ball? Josh Richardson again. And what does he do? Does he shoot it? No! He dribbles the whole clock out, and the game is over. The end of that game made no sense whatsoever. Raul Neto turnover. Mike Scott turnover. Josh Richardson turnover. Josh Richardson dribbles the rest of the clock out. Nothing made any sense. And we left Bogdanovich wide open to ice the game. Horrible, horrible execution. Horrible. There's going to be losses in the NBA. I understand it. You're not going to go 82-0. The execution at the end of that game was pathetic. It was pathetic. We were feeding Embiid. And then when Rudy Gobert fouls out, we don't get the ball back to Embiid. That is unbelievable to me. You have to know this. I like Josh Richardson, man. Played a good, solid game. But the end of the game, the decisions he made those last 2 possessions were horrible. Tobias Harris reminds me a lot of Carmelo Anthony. His jump shot looks exactly the same as Carmelo. He doesn't really have the drive and finish game that Carmelo had when he was younger. But when he's off, dude, he is off. I mean, it looks like he just flings the ball and it has no chance of going in. Right side of the rim, left side of the rim, back of the rim, front of the rim. Not even close most of the game. When Tobias Harris is off, man, he is off. Also, Ben Simmons leaves the game with a sore shoulder in the first quarter. And I'm thinking, like, okay, Ben Simmons is out. He didn't do anything last game. Maybe running a traditional point guard like Neto will make the offense more efficient. But what came to fruition was that Raul Neto is a lot like a backup quarterback. He's a lot like a Mark Sanchez or a Sam Bradford. They're good for one drive. They're good for one series. But if you need them for 6 straight games, you're done. You know? Backup quarterbacks are good for one drive. After that, the truth comes to the light. All of their flaws come out, and they start making horrible plays. That's what happened with Raul Neto at the end of the game. And Josh Richardson. That's what happened. Now, Ben Simmons can't play point guard because he won't shoot the ball, and nobody guards him within 20 feet. So he just dribbles to the foul line, turns around, tries to give it to somebody else. That's not an efficient offense either. So the question is, do we have a competent point guard on this team? Any of them? Ben, Neto, Josh? Where in the world is Trey Burke? Where's Trey Burke at? At that point in the game, when you're relying on Neto to make every play and you know his flaws are going to come out and he's going to start making dumb plays and turning the ball over? Josh Richardson is not a point guard. Why not put Trey Burke in the game? What did Trey Burke do to piss off Brett Brown this much? I don't know. Two losses in a row. The Phoenix loss was a lot more tolerable than this one because at least we could say, you know, Devin Booker killed us at the end of the game. There's nothing we could do to stop Devin Booker. That's all there is to it. This game, who really killed us? Nobody. Joe Ingles? Bogdanovich? Come on. We should have won this game. And we folded at the end. Play after play after play. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm sorry nobody gets a shout out with the score prediction because the Sixers lost. And we don't ever predict the Sixers to lose. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. We got to get it together, man. Gotta get it together. There's always more. 82 game season. There's always next game. We gotta figure some things out, man. You guys have a good night.